Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Sandra and welcome to Sandra's Paint Studio. This is a wood cradled canvas that I'm using. It was an older one that I painted over, so I did a swipe of white paint first just to make sure that none of the other painting from previous would show through. It was nice, but not nice enough. So I decided to paint over it on this wood paneled canvas, if you will. So here I am just putting on my titanium white, spreading that around. Working on the wood canvases are quite lovely. I do enjoy using that as a different platform for the fluid art painting. I'm just getting all those air bubbles out. There were a ton of air bubbles in this. It wasn't like I just mixed this up, but anyway, that's all right. And it looks like I had a little doodad there that I had to get out. And just moving that around to get it a little more even. Using that spatula kind of digs a little bit into the paint, but here we are. Magic of editing, it's all done. Torching again to get all those air bubbles out. So I've got this giant container of paint right in the way, but I'm just putting down with my popsicle stick some, you know, like my pillow, I suppose, in a line. My composition turned out a lot different than what I had anticipated, which is okay because I think it turned out nice and you'll find out at the end. My orange, such a pretty bright orange, very lovely for spring. That was what I was thinking when picking the colors for this painting. Spring is around the corner, so I wanted to use some really bright and beautiful, fun colors. All right, the orange is down and a couple specks of orange paint got away on me there that I didn't want them. However, again, in the end, it didn't really matter because of how you'll see the composition came out. And just picking which paint to put on next there. And it looks like I went with the gold. Pretty. I hope this angle's a little bit better than previous. I'm trying something new here. And the magenta. Now I just wanted to move the paint a little bit around my canvas here. I didn't want to move it all out. So I'm just kind of mixing and moving a little bit. Just a little bit there. All right. Now I use my finger a little bit to again, move the paint a little bit. All the way around. And now I am coming back in with a tilt. Again, just slowly moving the paint around the canvas. Oh, must torch first, of course, yes. And moving that around a little bit. As I'm moving it around, I'm also thinking, I know I want to add more paint, just where that's going to go and, you know, what I want this painting to look like in the end, I suppose. So just moving that around a little bit. The colors are so pretty, and sometimes, in my opinion, simple is a little bit better. You saw my fingers there. I think that's where I'm going to put the next little bit of paint there. I started with the magenta this time. Just a little bit there. And then I went in with the gold. And I'll come in with the orange next. Move that around a little bit. That one I went a little bit harder. Moving the paint a little bit more. Now it does look really kind of cool. It's very wrinkly at the moment. I do straighten that out, but it looks a little wrinkly. I didn't like that blotch of magenta right there in the center. So I do move it around a little bit, and I do end up putting a little bit more paint on and blowing it out as well. Just because, like I say, it's a little bit too much magenta in one spot. So let's see what happens here. I think I'm trying to decide what colors to do next on it. Let's see here. Oh, I put down another little pillow of white. That was a good idea. I should have done that with the other part, but that's okay. Now I'm really loving the colors together. It feels very spring-like, very sort of wispy and feminine in a way, I suppose. And top it off with the gold there. Oh, and a little more magenta. All right, got the blow dryer. Blast that out there. Ooh, that's really pretty. I do like that a lot. Now I decide to tilt it a little bit. Very nice. I think I decided to, there we go, blow it off a little bit more. I'm trying to get that magenta to move around a little bit. I end up using my fingers, just sort of mixing the paint with a few little wispies. I'm trying to get the wrinkles out here. You can see how pretty it is. And you'll see I don't change the angle of the painting at all. I just decided to tilt and tilt and tilt until I got the composition I really liked. And you'll see that at the bottom, there actually becomes no negative space. And I've got all those wispies up into the negative space, and it looks really neat in my opinion. A little trouble with the blow dryer there. I'm not sure what way to blow it apparently. Okay, so I put that down, and here comes a little bit of finger work. Just getting a few little wispies in there. Trying to mix those paints. I love the look of wispies. I think they look very pretty. Back up through that magenta again. One last torch. And then I started tilting again until I kind of had what I was looking for as far as composition goes. Paint's a little slow moving, so I did edit out a little bit of the tilting because it's kind of a little bit boring, I suppose. I'm using the word suppose a lot. I guess it's the new word. Just whipping that around there, aren't I? All right, well, I don't think I bore you with all the tilting. I think I end up tilting a little bit off camera and bring you back in once I've finished the tilting and you'll see the composition. Yeah, here we go. All right, so here we are with the wet result, and for some reason my camera kept going out of focus, so I apologize for that, but you still get a sense of what the painting looks like. It's very pretty. I really love how it feels a little delicate. I love how the composition is along more the bottom of the painting and flows up and off to the sides. It feels just really, really pretty. I'm really happy with it. The colors are beautiful in it, very spring-like. Right along the bottom there, up on the right side now. Yeah, it looks really cool. I'm very happy with it. Oh, sorry for that focus there. There we go. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.